Creating You came from my experience as a longtime coach and facilitator in the corporate sector, but also more recently, my experience around becoming a visual artist. So, what I discovered was that there was a great deal of joy in reconnecting with my creative spirit. And I thought, why not combine coaching and guiding and facilitating with my passion for visual art? And what I've come to realize in many of the workshops that I've offered and delivered is that people really have a resonant creative spirit within themselves that sometimes needs to be propped up or supported or encouraged or coaxed out. And I thought, why not combine my skills as a facilitator and coach with my skills as a visual artist to help people experience some of the joy that I've experienced in creating art? A typical session looks like this for Creating You. You'd come to the studio, or I would come to you, and we would have an experience where all you did was a simple act of creating to demonstrate that you have the skill within yourself to create. So, what I like to use are mandalas, creating mandalas just from a simple dot, a circle, and 8 lines. And almost anybody can do that, if not everybody can draw those things. And from that, a person gains the insight and experience that they are creative and indeed are artistic. So it's a progressive experience that goes from creating mandalas, then progresses on to some action drawing, where people get comfortable using their body and different implements to create works of art. So they'll go from drawing to creating shapes to then painting those shapes, so that there's a progression from simple drawing skills to painting skills. And then once people feel comfortable and want to try to tackle a canvas, then we would pull out canvases and I would guide them through creating on a small canvas using different implements, a sponge, a spatula, various instruments, just to get simply started, and then progress to a larger canvas. And from there, they can take it on to just an active creative pursuit at home at their own leisure. But initially, that's what I like to do, is bring people through that start with the mandalas to some simple action drawing to some painting on large format pieces of paper and then onto canvas. And by doing that, this helps people build confidence and a belief in themselves that they can create on their own and follow their intuition and allow their intuition to guide them through the creative process. The soundscaping is something that I experienced personally and discovered that it really energized myself and became an aid to my creative expression. So I wanted to share that with others. Basically, the way soundscaping works is a series of instruments, usually light instruments to begin with, some tingsha bells from Tibet, an ocean drum, some work with native flute, then progresses to the use of possibly drumming, and then the use of a didgeridoo. The neat thing about the didgeridoo is it's been shown to alter brainwave patterns and really energize the body, and that's been my experience as well. And what I found is having been bathed by a soundscaping experience and then moving to a canvas, often my ability to express myself creatively is amplified. So that's one of the services that I offer, is the soundscaping experience as a way and as an adjunct to the creative overall visual art experience. The simple way to get started is just to give me a call. You don't need any equipment or supplies. I'll provide all of that. And we'll basically book 3 sessions to begin with. and you can determine whether you require more guidance or coaching after that. But I usually like to start off with 3 sessions. You show up either at my studio or I can come to you. It depends on what your preference is. And in a safe and supportive environment, I can guide you through some progressive steps where at the end, you'll leave with a better sense of your own creative talents and skills, with a greater level of confidence in using your intuition as a guide, a creative guide, and I think you'll have a lot of fun as well creating. That's my experience. I'd like to invite you to explore the website. It has additional information about the experience. Just go to the Experience tab and you'll get much more detailed information about the offerings. Also, if you'd like more information on my background and my story, just go to the Your Guide tab. And if you'd like to book a session, just click on the Book Session tab. And we're in business. We can meet, and I'm confident that you'll have a very positive experience around visual art. And I think we can get your creative juices flowing and reignited, get your creative spirit reignited. And that's a passion of mine, helping people reignite their creative spirit. So hopefully we'll see you soon.